And Riley's here. Riley's here with me. He always likes to sleep with us. Don't you, Riley? Riley! Riley! Say hi to everyone. No? Not today, eh? That's alright. So, I forgot to tell you guys in the last video about something exciting that happened. Remember when I was telling you about how I went to the Halloween haunt last Saturday night, but I couldn't remember what we did during the day? Well, it came back to me, and I don't know how I could have forgotten because it was so exciting. I had planned, sorry about the shaky camera, I had planned that afternoon to do some work on some crafts for the upcoming Christmas show. Not dolls, but other crafts. But a whole bunch of excitement happened. I got a phone call from a lady named Brenda, and Brenda owns McPherson's Arts and Crafts store, and that's where I get a lot of my reborning supplies. So I met her at the London Doll Show, and we've spoken quite a few times on the phone regarding orders and things like that. So she had me on a list of Reborn artists, and she called me because there was a TV production company that was looking to rent a Reborn doll for a film that they were doing. And I was the first Reborn artist that she was able to get a hold of. So she gave them my information, and they contacted me that day. And they needed a newborn looking doll. They wanted a girl. And they needed it like that day because they were doing a film challenge or something where they just got the details the night before that they have a certain amount of time. I think it was like 2 days to finish a film, and then they were going to be shown at a local theater midweek. So it was like a film challenge to see how quickly they could do this film. I'm just going to put the camera here because my arm was getting tired of holding it up. And I'm still holding it, but I'm resting my elbow on the bed. And so I was like so excited, and so they basically wanted to rent the doll for $150, and that's really great because I get the doll back and I can still sell it to make, you know, extra money. So I was just really excited about that. So they didn't have anyone that could get over and pick up the doll, and Alex was at work, so he couldn't get it to them. So they sent a taxi to do courier service, and it was really funny because the taxi driver came to the door, and I went to hand him the doll, and he said, "Oh, it's a baby?" And I said, "No, it's not real, it's a doll." And he goes, "Oh, what should I do with it?" And I said, "Well, you can just put it on the back seat." And he's like, "Oh, I'm afraid it's going to fall or something." So I put it in a bag, in a canvas bag, to protect it. But he still insisted on buckling it in the back seat with the seatbelt. So I thought that was pretty funny. He looked so confused, and he's like, "I've never had anything like this before." So I just had to explain to him what was going on. It was pretty funny. So I was really worried though, because, you know, what if she came back to me damaged and I couldn't sell her? So, but she was returned to me today, safe and sound, in I just had to fix her hair a bit, brush it, and her magnetic pacifier, I didn't put her pacifier with her because I didn't want it to get lost, and so the magnet in her head had come loose. And the way I figured that out was because when I went to put her pacifier back on, it didn't go on her mouth, it went on her cheek. So I had to take her head off and re-glue her magnet in her mouth. So she's drying right now. But other than that, everything else was fine. So yeah, today I cleaned the bathtub. Yesterday I did dusting and vacuuming, and I cleaned the bathroom toilet and the bathroom sink and did the dishes. And my mom came over later in the day and we watched a couple of movies. Really good movies too. I forget what they were called now, but well, one was called The Greatest, but I forget what the other one was called. Yeah, but it was based on a true story to do with the Holocaust and stuff. It was really good. It was about a lady that rescued a bunch of 2,500 children from the Holocaust. So that was like a really good movie. And so today I did the bathtub and the tiles in the bathtub. And I did 2 loads of laundry. I did the dishes. And I had a shower, so I didn't have to tomorrow morning. And whenever I take a shower and blow dry my hair, I lose a lot of hair. So I always have to vacuum the floor after I have a shower because there's hair everywhere. So I had to pull out the vacuum again for that. Also, I changed the bed sheets. Probably more than I should have done, but I'm getting a new Reborn kit tomorrow and I plan on working on it for the rest of the week, so I was trying to get the housework done so I didn't have to worry about it. So that's what I did today. And I also watched the Rocky Horror Picture Show for the first time ever, because Glee this week was the Rocky Horror Glee show. And I thoroughly enjoyed it, even though I've never seen Rocky Horror before. But I kind of thought maybe I should see it. So I watched that today. And though I enjoyed all the music, it's one weird story. I love my musicals, but I love them when they have a good story to them, as well as good music. And this was just a little bit out there for me. But it was still entertaining. And then I also watched Taylor Swift's three-part special to do with her Fearless tour. And that was really good. And I watched Chloe, a movie called Chloe, which was another really weird story. I enjoyed it, but weird story. Kind of freaky, messed up stuff. But I enjoyed it. And we had snow today, about 3 times. It didn't stick to the ground, thank God, but it snowed today. And that's never a good sign. It means winter's on its way. So that was that. Also, this past week I finished working on road trip fun bags that I'm putting on my Etsy store. So those are finally done. I only have 4 right now, but I figure I'll start with 4, see if they sell, and if they do I can always make more, but if they don't then I'm not stuck with a whole bunch. And I could always give them away as gifts if they don't sell. But they're really neat, and I'll have to show them to you in another video. So I finished that, and then today, or this evening I should say, I worked on packaging up my one-of-a-kind onesies for the Christmas show. I'll have to show you how I packaged them up. They're pretty neat. I put them in clear basket wrap. I wrapped them in basket wrap, and I stuck my business card on the back to keep it closed, and then on the front I used my label maker to say like what size it was and whether it was like short sleeve or long sleeve. And I also painted a new onesie tonight. It's kind of like a rock star kind of onesie. And I also painted some bibs, but I can only paint with stencils. I'm not good at actually coming up with designs myself. So I think the rest I'm going to design on the computer and just do iron-on transfers. So I'll do that another day. I was going to do it before going to bed tonight, but yeah, I think I did enough today, and I was feeling pretty good, but my right knee is bothering me and my feet and ankles are hurting, so I'm thinking I overdid it. So I think that's it. There's really nothing much new. I had to get a whole bunch of prescriptions filled today, and luckily we did it right before our quarter resets with the Trillium Drug Program. If we had have gone tomorrow, we'd be paying full price for the prescriptions, but because we did it today before the quarter runs out, it was $2 per prescription. So I got, let's see, I got 1, 2, I think I got 5 prescriptions today, and it only came to $10, so that was awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing much else to say, just that I'm tired and I think I overdid it. And tomorrow morning I gotta get up somewhat early because I am gonna have another girls' day with Amy. We're gonna drive to St. Mary's to the McPherson's craft store, and we're gonna get together with Brenda, and I'm going to be picking up my new Reborn kit there. So and it's called Dougie. It's really cute. So I'm excited about that. So I need to get some rest. So I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Good night. Riley, say good night. Say good night, Riley. Yes, good night, Riley. Say cheese. What's he doing? What's it, cheese? Hi, come on. Come on. Come on, come on, Riley. Yeah, Riley. You gonna go sleep? Go sleep. Good night. Good night. Riley's ready for bed. Good night, Riley. Good night, Riley. I love ya.